Hey, welcome to the Daily with me, Draya Love, for Sunday, Healing Card Sunday, September 8th, 2019. How you guys doing? It's a beautiful day here. It's a little bit overcast, but I'm grateful because it's been super hot. So, y'all ready to check in with the Isis deck today? Isis was calling me out. She's like, "Girl, you have not called me in a while." So, she was ready to give us some advice. The card that we got in the pre-shuffle, y'all know how this goes. The Dark Mysteries enter the chamber of the Dark Goddess. So she's got something to say to us today, and this is going to be interesting. So let's see what it is we may not be seeing. Y'all know Sunday we go a few minutes longer because we got an incantation for some special healing at the end. So bear with me as we are going to get rid and offload some of this crap we got on our chest. So here we go. The Dark Goddess calls on you to her inner chamber where she holds the test for the gift of you. The test is your willingness to meet and release the fears within that have been secretly holding you back. Me. The gift is freedom, peace, and an opportunity and prosperity in all of its forms. Will you accept her call? Your time for deep intuition, it's here. When the Dark Goddess calls you, it's a life-changing experience. It is not always easy, but the rewards for those brave enough to answer her call and enter her inner chamber are tremendous. Indeed, so. The rewards are a life lived more fearlessly, the gift of loving and being just who you are in truth without having to impress or bow to another out of fear or rejection. It's a more open and expansive way to live and attracts the bounty of the Dark Mother. Her gifts of love and opportunity, peace and prosperity, well-being and wisdom. It takes a strong soul to go through this test into the liberation it delivers, but you are ready, dear initiate of the light. Y'all hear this? You guys are ready with me to get our enlightenment, to get our ascension on. We've been going through some hard things together, and we're about to rid ourselves of this. So, Dark Goddess calls us to initiation. We have been working on our own shadow. Didn't I just say this the last time? I've been working on my own shadow stuff. Yeah, been working on our own shadow stuff, bringing your whole self to light. During such times, we often need help, as shadow work can be uncomfortable, painful, or just quite difficult to undertake as we're working with this unconscious material. We have a lot of stuff happening on the underside that we're not really aware of. It just tends to come up. So we got to bring it into the light, into our conscious awareness, working with the shadow, parts of us that have deemed unlovable, or the parts that seem too marvelous to actually be us requires courage. So the Dark Goddess will call on us when our shadow needs healing and integration, when something within is holding us back, when instead, if acknowledged and brought to the awareness, it could actually help you move forward. Okay, I need her today. I need her today, definitely going through some things. So thank you, ma'am. Often the shadow element that needs integration when this Dark Goddess is present is power in some form or another. So it may be personal power, spiritual power, or your relationship power that needs to change or blossom for life and gifts and manifest more abundantly for you. So becoming more powerful does not necessarily gaining more force. More often for advanced souls, it actually means surrendering into alignment with greater forces of divine will, allowing being a conscious participant in the flow of life, sensing the signs and nudges that lead us towards our greatest manifestations of our soul this lifetime. I'm definitely feeling that lately. I've had some resistance, and I've had to just take my hands off the control, because I really have no control. It was just me making myself crazy. So often when we're reclaiming our power and defining for ourselves what will be powerful, we are confronted with our fears of loss, failure, abandonment, and rejection. It can be painful. Yeah, for sure. But accepting and releasing the pain brings such deep relief and happiness to the self. So it's good to confront these fears with a loving and firm approach, and to be open to taking risk and growing anyways. So this is what Isis as a Dark Goddess teaches us, not to be afraid to go into the dark without difficult feelings of within. So they may seem ugly at first, yet if we allow ourselves to go there with some conscious awareness in place, then we can realize that part of us just needs love and acceptance. Those parts, once revealed, often blossom, turn into our greatest assets, into more conscious, helpful versions of themselves. So we need radical trust to do this inner work and take her initiation. The Dark Goddess will support and nurture you through her test, and she guides you to receive the gift of more of yourself. No longer shackling in fear of the hidden away. Be ready to be in the world with bright and vigor. So, entering the inner chamber of this Dark Goddess. It's okay. So this is part of the ritual. Y'all gotta hear this. So, it is best to do this ritual either at night or in a room where you can pull the blinds down and curtains to create some dark and physical space which to rest. So, it doesn't have to be pitch black, but limited lighting will help. Need a small mirror to see our reflection. So we're going to lay quietly in a position that's comfortable, but still be relaxed and alert with this mirror, okay? Falling asleep can be quite healing, but the intention at least is to be responsive to the ritual healing process in this conscious state. So sitting quietly, I want you guys to take your awareness to this mirror and bring that into your heart. Feel the warmth and love there and say aloud, I open unconditional love to my whole self, and ask for healing, grace, and protection for those divine energies that love me unconditionally. You hear that? I open in unconditional love myself and ask for healing, grace, and protection from those divine energies that love me unconditionally. Okay, so lightly hold the mirror and gaze in the reflection and allow your gaze to soften, but really look within your own eyes from a place of love. You deserve this without question. So say to yourself in the mirror, I love you enough to meet the parts of you that have been hidden away in fear, shame, or guilt, or anger. I'm not afraid of you. I'm sorry for any time I've pulled you back in fear. I'm here with you now, and I love you completely. I want you to feel whole and loved. You deserve to feel whole and loved. Will you let me love you in this way with the help of the Goddess? Place the mirror down, closing your eyes and going into your heart and listening for an answer. Okay, so if you do not feel a yes with the incantation listed, instead come back and do the ritual again for the coming days until you receive a yes. But be patient with yourself, trusting and honest. When you're ready, healing will happen far more quickly than if you were able to try to make it happen before you were ready. So be patient with yourself. If you do feel a yes as you continue the ritual, then continue and say aloud 3 times, I call forth the Dark Goddess, and in her form of unconditional love, compassion, healing, and support for my own spiritual growth now. And I choose to enter your inner chamber for healing now. With your eyes closed, be aware of her presence in whatever way feels right for you, and whether you just barely sense it or even if it's obvious to you. So no matter how strongly you can recognize her presence, she be with you in the most suitable way for you at that moment. So embody her. Perceive that you are going within your heart into a dark and open space. And within that space, there's a doorway that leads into an inner chamber with the Dark Goddess. Imagine, sense, or feel stepping through the doorway in the inner chamber. It's barely visible, but you can see your way inside. You can feel your way inside. Rest your hand on your heart, and with the other hand, pick that mirror up again, holding it, and gaze at yourself. And say again, I love you. Please show me the parts of me that need to be brought to light now. Then soften your gaze. And then look deep into your own eyes and just notice without fear or judgment, whatever you may feel, think, or respond to this loving attention. You may feel anger or shame, sadness, doubt, or deep grief, but that's okay. You may feel also a flash of hatred or deep fear or anxiety. You may have many thoughts trying to distract you from really seeing yourself. All these responses, any response really, is just fine. Keep your hand on your heart, stay calm, and breathe. You don't have to understand, just stay with your heart and be loving enough to yourself that you allow yourself whatever surfaces to surface without believing, disbelieving, analyzing, or resisting it. Just experience it and then be in your heart again. So when you're ready, say to yourself in that mirror again, I love all parts of me. I let go of shame, guilt, and rage, fear, or anger that would hold me back now. And I release trapped energy now that will help me move forward into wholeness through the unconditional love of the Dark Goddess. So when you're ready, put the mirror down and close your eyes again. And perceive the inner chamber of the Dark Goddess now descending deeper than you could ever go. And it becomes dark, and It's okay if it feels like there's endless space or even not much space at all, but it feels neutral, peaceful, and loving. And then a light should come upon you. This light is beautiful and it's filled with love. So capture this love into your hands and place this love from the light into your heart. And feel the warmth of this as it fills your heart completely, as your awareness now returns completely to your physical body. So when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And then here's the incantation for the Dark Goddess. This is beautiful. I really love this. It can be repeated several times, but feel the energy in the words as you speak aloud. And at the end, if it's not the right time, choose a shorter healing process. It's okay. Okay, so sublime Isis, dark and sweet, through my hidden self I meet. I honor this self and accept. No longer do I fear, shame, or reject. You gift me with self-complete, sublime Isis, dark and sweet. Damn, that was intense. Thank you, Dark Mysteries of Isis, entering the chamber of the Dark Goddess. I have been going through some things, as you guys always know. I share them all the time. Facing my innermost fears, ridding these from myself, and I know that I've been working really hard on my shadow aspects. So if you guys are anything like me, take this healing and just run with it. I really appreciate it. I needed it this Sunday. I thank the universe for offering me opportunities to release things to the universe and just get it off of myself. So as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Send this to somebody who you know needs some healing, which I know y'all know some people who need some healing, so pass this thing on. My website, drayalove.com. Check it out. Resources, podcast. Yeah, I can't talk anymore. Podcast, blog, vlog, resources, and my socials as well. In and with love. As always, it's me, Draya Love.